The road to becoming the Assistant Secretary of the Navy came about in a manner that suits me well. As police commissioner in the mid-1890s, my job was to make New York City a safe and reputable community. I had several positive accomplishments, but when I tried to enforce a law stating that saloons were to be closed on Sundays, the backlash was tremendous. My vision for the city was ill-favored by both the public and the Republicans in charge. I came to realize that my ability to make change in New York City was fading. As luck would have it, newly elected Republican Senator Lodge of New York wanted me out of his hair. He implored President William McKinley to give me a cabinet post. McKinley was hesitant, as he knew that I was a man of action and was not afraid to do whatever it took to get what I wanted done. But to make all parties content, he agreed to offer me the position as Assistant Secretary of the Navy. Now, those of you who know me well will remember that the first book I ever published was The Naval War of 1812. I also was and am a staunch supporter of imperialism and had longed to change our naval policy, so I was thrilled to take this position. The United States military strategy was about to change. The Secretary of the Navy above me, John Long, was very mild-mannered and was happy for me to attend to the daily detailed operations of running the department. He also had a tendency to take off for weeks at a time, leaving me in complete charge of the Navy. I lobbied anyone and everyone I could to help build the U.S. Navy into a world juggernaut. To do this, new battleships, cruisers, and dry dock facilities would need to be built, and new ports would need to be acquired around the world. In short, I was selling the idea that in order to be a political power, we needed a powerful Navy. I believe that war has a very positive effect on a nation. To this end, I began to look at possible scenarios that could engage our country in just such an endeavor. Japan and China were to be watched with a cautious eye, but Spain's oppressive rule over Cuba was coming to a head. When riots broke out in Havana, McKinley sent the battleship Maine there to encourage Spain to free Cuba and put an end to atrocities that were taking place. Emotions of polar opposites erupted within me when I heard the news of the Maine sinking. I was saddened by the loss of American lives, yet eager and excited to go to war with Spain. Our commander-in-chief was not so eager and dragged his feet to declare war. I was always fond of President McKinley, but I tell you, he had the backbone of a chocolate eclair. Spain, surprisingly, declared war on the United States first, forcing McKinley to do what he was so fearful to do before, declare war. I had always made very public that I fully intended to fight in any war that we entered, and this was my chance. Within 3 weeks of our declaration of war, I had resigned my position with the Navy and had entered the Army as a cavalryman.